guys. How are you?
Great.
Hi.
Meh.
We got 7 days to die comments. I picked some comments today. I thought it'd be
Good
fun.
deal.
I'd love to hear them. I like that. That's fun.
Yes.
Yes.
The first comments I picked were from 7 Days to Die, the Alpha 19. You know, Absar and I got in early, and I enjoyed cutting that.
Oh, good.
It came out late, too. That thing dropped at like 1 a.m.
12:30, actually.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought it was a mistake when it
I
happened.
did
I was
too.
like, we don't upload this late. I was laying down and my phone went off.
I got a text from Anthony. He's like, there's supposed to be a video? And I'm like, yeah, I think it's like a embargo thing, like an after midnight thing.
Yeah.
They didn't want you to release any footage before it was out, I guess.
I think I could have done it on Friday at a certain time, but just to be safe, I wasn't sure, and I was out of town, so I did it at 12:30 on Saturday.
Did you get like a favor? Were you the only guy that got that?
No, there were people who got it, but I've developed a little relationship with a couple of the people there.
We've heard about
Ooh,
it.
you
We've
guys
heard
are
I'd like
about
to
this.
hear. Yeah.
So we got in, and we played, and it was fun, and I have comments from there. You want to read one, or, I mean...
I'd love for you to go with
Yeah.
them. Go ahead.
All right. Now
Can you
we'll
ask them
pause
to make a space game since you guys are so tight?
Oh, yeah, we're best buds. I can do that.
7 days to die in space
Yeah.
with planets.
Yeah.
All right, well, hey, listen, let's start right off the bat with Atomizer, who's first because the name begins with an A, suffering from a placebo effect on the old zombies. Looks better, in quotes. I mean, it could just be the YouTube compression, but I'm pretty sure they haven't been upgraded. The only thing that might make them look better is the new lighting, and they might have been given some PBR shaders, but the textures, I'm pretty sure, haven't changed. Why would they bother upgrading the texture?
Man, this guy has Simon eyes, doesn't he?
Yeah. What? Why?
Just can't see shit. Yeah, the textures have been upgraded big time. That's like the first thing I noticed.
Okay.
Might be the computer.
Okay. I was reading. Why would they bother upgrading the texture when they are replacing all the models? Question mark. And yes, he does have a case of the Simon eyes, 'cause I'm old. Chuckle. What now?
Now we reply.
Now we react.
We react to it.
Now you react.
Are you done with
Now
the
you're
review?
allowed to react. Go for it, because I finished.
Well, I didn't play it, so it's kind of up to you guys to react to that, I think, properly.
Well,
So-
yeah, I mean, to me, a lot of you saw similar models, but they had a massive texture upgrade. Like, the one guy that usually has the tank top and like brown jeans, like he had a white shirt. Still moved the same, still looked kind of the same, but once you got close to him, you're like, oh yeah, they've done some texture work here. And I don't know if it is a new model and they just applied the old animation. I'm not a game developer. You'd have to ask them, but they look better. That's for certain.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it, like right in front of my face with me playing it. I look forward. They look better to me from what I've seen.
With
like,
our
significantly.
gazers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with our gaze balls.
Even Simon's eyes could see that.
Yeah. I like Lois Griffin. There's the one with the eyeball hanging out of her eye.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
I'm so happy there's finally some new zombies to look at. I mean, it seems like something you'd want to add a couple more to every now and then, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Just a bunch of Karens and Chow Boys running around now, but we're going to have some new ones.
El Mariachi says, seems like they improved the effect that dynamite has on structures. It's nice to look at, but this might make it completely useless for defending your base now. By the way, I love to hear the pure pervert joy in Apsaro's voice when, and it says in quotes, her eyeball is hanging out. I don't know how that's the pervert thing, but also they increased all boob sizes in general, it seems. Now, did you
I
notice
think
that?
A lot of people have been asking about the boob size. I mean, that's been a huge request.
I know.
I think there was some sort of petition signed by over 10 people to
I agree.
get that done.
Wow.
Infected Hearthstone says, I feel like I kind of ruined figuring out the new stuff on my own the past couple streamer weekends, so trying really hard to not watch any. And then I see Neebs Gaming upload a video, and I'm literally so torn on watching it or not. 5,000 plus hours playing the game. I'm ready to be surprised, and we'll have to watch this later. Infected Hearthstone. I wonder if we could spoil anything right now in the podcast just to piss this person off.
Probably already did.
All right. There you go. Infected Hearthstone. That's for you. JB says, I'm officially going back to 7 days, and JB's little icon is what appears to be a Boston cream donut. Anyone out of us particularly like those donuts? I love them.
I think I do.
I
Are they more?
don't know. What's a Boston cream donut?
Is
All
it
right.
more puddingy?
Yeah.
Or is it like whipped cream?
No,
Puddingy?
it's puddingy. It's custardy.
Yeah.
Custard, yeah.
I'm on
I don't-
board.
I love
Not with
them.
the custard. I like the whipped cream
The
kind.
Whippies.
Yep.
Well,
Whippy
That's
Dope.
why you have no teeth.
no teeth.
Wait,
JB, you never know.
I've
JB
got all my
might.
teeth.
You do. You have all your teeth.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
original teeth.
Yeah. They're all original.
I've got some of
not-
Thick's teeth. He's got
He's
plenty
got.
to go.
He's got. Yeah.
Well, Neebs comes from Hickory, where like most people are born with about 208 teeth in their mouth through inbreeding.
Hey, it's evolution.
Yeah, they have to
true.
because they're going to
Yeah.
lose all of them.
Yeah. Jerome Riedel or Riedel says, God, I don't understand this, so maybe you guys will understand this.
'Kay.
God, I love the crust on this game.
The crust.
Crust.
God,
I
love
start
the
with
crust
the crust
on this
in
game.
this game.
Yeah, anyone? There's 6
Crust.
likes
Kinda.
on it. I mean, there's a lot of good comments that I see that don't have any likes, and he's got 6. 6 people are like, damn, I hear you on the crust, man.
That's almost as many people as voted for the boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like the ground texture, is it?
I have no idea. I've never heard that,
That's
that
my
phrase.
guess.
I
Alright.
love the crust on this.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, maybe that's a TikTok thing. We don't get it.
All right, so Dan P started a thing in the comments here and got me thinking. So Dan P says, hey, Neebs, made the mistake of not binging one of your videos one day after work and injured my knee playing basketball. So I've been laid up here for a few weeks waiting for surgery, and your videos have kept me sane. But while watching, I could not help but wonder, what is the moment you guys hop off a gameplay session like? Do you talk about the session and or go at each other about what happened, or do you all just laugh everything off and hang out? I'm genuinely curious. Hope to hear from you on commenting on comments, like if you're curious.
Fun
Dan,
question. It's a good question.
Yeah.
it is a fun
All of the
question.
above, I would
Yeah.
say.
All of it.
yeah.
All of it. All of
Yeah,
it.
and
Right
it
before we
depends on the
started today,
video,
we
of
got
course.
into it, and
Oh,
it had
yeah.
nothing to do with gameplay.
Nope.
Steve Irwin says this is actually something I've been wondering. Like in some videos, everyone sounds so angry, and then right at the end, you can hear them all laughing like everything was great.
Yeah.
I like that
Well,
a
yeah,
lot.
we get mad at each other.
It's
it
all
happens,
the
but
things.
deep
Yeah.
down, we all love each other.
Yeah.
Yes.
We go through all the things. It's a roller coaster of emotion.
Yeah,
roller
yeah, it's-
coaster.
we're probably mad at each other. Like when we do get mad, it's like about, I don't know, a day goes by and it's like, yeah, whatever. And it's
Or 10
and we're back
minutes.
to normal. Yeah.
Yeah,
Either-
usually
yeah.
I stew for about 5 minutes, and I'm like,
yeah,
hey, I'm over
that's
it.
kind of
Right.
exactly what I feel too. For the most part, I don't know. The day thing, that's pretty rare. I would imagine.
Yeah,
No,
it's
yeah,
been
I
a
don't go all
while
day.
since it's been a day thing.
Yeah.
and,
No. Like in
yeah.
the beginning, like I was certainly annoyed right before we started here, and I know that by the end of the podcast for sure I won't care unless something else happens, and then oh boy.
Until you get triggered.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Watch
it's
out!
pretty rare that one of our actions in a game angers us, though, because we don't really care about the outcome too much.
Yeah, not in the game.
No,
But-
no.
There are times.
Behind the scenes details.
I don't know how mad you were at me, and like, you can hear the anger in your voice in a few GTAs ago, when I'm trying to get in the picture. When we're supposed to take pictures of the UPS trucks,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's timed. And I don't know if you're really angry, but
Of
you
course
sound
he
pretty
is.
angry.
It's a mix of
It's a
I'm a
mix.
little angry. But it's not. It's a different type of anger. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? There's like annoyed anger,
Yeah,
and then that's like it's just kind of angry at your incompetence. But I also find it funny.
yeah.
I don't know. It's a different emotion.
I guess sometimes you kind of want to complete a mission to make the video worthwhile to the audience.
Yeah.
It's like, we got to complete this mission.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I were to do something stupid then, and then we didn't get the footage to get a good outcome, there's more at stake than just, I guess, it's now we don't have a good video to show.
Yeah, it can
Uh-huh.
happen. When does the heist come out? I don't want to spoil it.
The final heist comes out this week.
Okay, so we can talk about that.
I guess, yeah.
So yeah, like on that final GTA heist, that I was pulling my hair out a little bit there. Not necessarily angry, but we did that final heist a lot.
Yeah, probably
And
7 times.
I think when I got angry during doing that, it was mostly at myself because I think I wrecked a few times. Like anytime you're the one that fucks up,
Yeah,
like it's like fuck, why did I do that?
yeah. We did some dumb things. And the funny thing is, the first time we played the heist, we got like
We were so close.
all the way to the boat.
I know.
And
Yeah.
we did
Yeah.
something dumb at the end.
Yeah.
And then it was just, I think because we were hurrying after that, like, let's get back to where we were.
Yeah, yeah.
We just kept messing up over and over.
hmm
Yeah, that was pretty
was dumb.
nerve-wracking. I was glad that, and it wasn't just one person screwing up. Like, there were multiple times that we were doing this where multiple people were dying, and it made me feel so
Oh, yeah.
good that I wasn't the only one. or I didn't even die sometimes.
Well, when you're on those bikes, it's so easy. All you got to do is get in one wreck and you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
Just
I
when
know
a car
the
pulls
pain.
out in front of you.
That one heist where the parachute flub. Like,
And that was so funny. I had to keep it. Yeah.
No, exactly. That worked, but man, that made me. I felt horrible.
Oh,
you
it's
know?
horrible. It makes you feel. Yeah, of
It's
course.
so much time, so much
Yeah.
effort, so much frustration, and then to be the one that fucks it up right there. Yeah, I didn't feel good about it. So
And you
it
want to
gets
keep like in the final cut of this one, we have one failed attempt and one successful attempt because you couldn't show them all. The audience would get bored
Yep.
of seeing,
Yeah, of course.
an hour of failing the mission.
And there's also a big difference in the feel of when, like if it's like 11 or midnight after a pretty long day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. If our playtime extends late into the evening, it gets a little bit more stressful because everybody's getting a little tired.
For obvious reasons, of course. Yeah.
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 We're a little drunk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Or
the
before a
case.
stream.
Before
Sometimes.
streams.
We're
yeah,
trying to squeeze
yeah.
in a recording before a stream.
Yeah, we can get this done before the stream. Then yeah, it feels rushed and tense.
Because then you got to eat while you're like,
yeah.
we got to set things up,
It's
eat.
like if we don't get this in time, that's gonna cut into dinner.
Yeah.
I don't think Simon's comfortable eating not live.
Yeah, it's definitely something I've looked into doing professionally.
He waits to record to eat.
Exactly. Just staring at his food. Can't wait to eat it. Letting
Eating
it get
some
cold.
wonton soup with
It's efficient.
slurping it.
It's efficient. That's for sure.
I mean,
we
weirder
should start
things have
doing that, just-
happened. I could just be streaming every single time I eat anything. And we could all be doing it. It'd be
Pretty soon
fun.
he's going to do it while he poops.
People do it.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
People do it. William Gorlander says, good to see some welcomed updates to this game, even though it has been one of the longest running games to remain in alpha for 7 years. And it kind of dawned on me like, yeah, when are we going to get to beta? Right? It goes alpha, beta, and then it's complete.
I think they just changed the word for, I think alpha is just their versions now.
Alpha's the new beta.
I've given
Alpha's
in.
the
This
new-
used to bother
yeah.
me so much, and now I just don't care. It's just
Yeah,
the way
it's
so many
commonplace.
games are, so
Yeah, I'm happy.
It's never coming out.
Yeah, it was weird. I feel like when that game launched, that was kind of during a time when early releases were, I guess, more commonplace
Yeah.
in my head, and so now they've just kind of stuck to they really could have just put out the game. Here's our game, and they keep up that like No Man's Sky.
Right,
You don't hear
right.
this is No
Might
Man's
as well
Sky
say-
Alpha 12. You know, it's like it's just okay. No Man's Sky
That's
has an update.
accepted now. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like okay, that's fine. You have a game, it's out, and you just update it regularly.
Right.
Like 7
That's
Days
what
to
they're
Die
doing.
could go.
It's the-
Yeah, 7 Days to Die is out, and we just update it regularly. I'm
But now-
fine with that.
Doesn't
Yeah.
Minecraft do something similar?
Yeah, they update all the time.
But they don't call it alpha. They just call
No,
it
they're
Minecraft.
I mean, yeah,
out.
there's
It's
yeah,
out.
14 something.
same thing. Yeah, no, they just get rid of it.
So they just lose the word.
Yes.
And they have 14.2 or
Yeah, I guess you see, I guess where it's helpful because Minecraft has a huge modding community. You know, they put on their own servers and everything. So being able to know what version you're on and go back to that particular version, that helps.
I tell you,
So,
with
may-
7
you know.
days, it would be a shame if to say it was complete, like kind of that same thing we were just talking about there, if it wasn't the same version for console, because that is a shame that it's like console is like so lost in time and so
Yeah.
shitty.
Yeah. And
It's too
from what
bad
I
that-
understand, and again, I'm not a game dev. From what I understand, when they update the consoles, I think they have to pay more for
Yeah,
that.
right.
Like it's not as easy to update theirs as it is on Steam and other platforms, or I guess Steam itself.
yeah, I
'cause
would
it's
say
really-
so.
Yeah.
It's got to
like-
be.
When you got to go through Sony and you got to go through Microsoft, there's just more
Yeah.
steps involved, and it's unfortunate because it's like console players get a little screwed on at least that game for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that really sucks to play with a controller. Really sucks.
Yeah, I can't imagine
God.
playing that game with a controller. I don't
It's-
even want to. Like that's there's some
Just
games
think
I look
about
at
it.
and like,
Think
yeah, I
about
could
it.
play
Get
that.
mad.
Yeah. I'm mad. I'm angry. I don't want
Yeah.
to play this.
Too many menus. Too many menu stuff.
Exactly.
Like, oh
yeah,
my
it's like
God.
that or anything with that amount of
Of
menus.
course.
Like
Survival
PC's
in
gotta be the way
general,
to go.
really.
Well, let's talk about a different game.
Yeah. Okay.
Indeed.
What
Let's
game?
let's do that.
Let's go to Scrap.
Yeah.
Ooh, I want to play it.
Kevin Mester says, "Man, this series needs to be weekly. Every other week is too long of a wait."
Ah,
And he
oh my
talks like
God.
that.
Well, I mean, can we drop this bomb that we're
Gonna try to.
gonna try to go weekly with it? Yeah.
What in the world?
didn't see that coming, did you, bud?
I didn't, and I'm excited.
We were gonna film one Tuesday, but Simon was out of town, and we didn't want to have 2 episodes without Simon in it.
All right. Well, EF Gaming is going to be happy. Says, I know, right? Can't wait. And Million Wegeman says, agreed. Stevus underneath. Longer also, please. I don't know about that. Longer? We'll see. It all depends on what's recorded that
15
day.
to 20 minutes to me is perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll do a, when the series is done, or if we've done it, we do a super cut.
Yeah.
I like that formula.
Yeah.
Because when I sit down, like, I love watching our videos while I'm eating. Like, and so like 15 to 20 minutes to me is perfect.
Yeah. And we don't have the manpower to do longer right now, unless we threw out some other shows.
Like, which one? Which one would go first?
I don't know.
Well, listen, hold on. Red Z Energy says, yes, please. And then Mad Michael says, I wish it could be every week, but I think it's best they don't until more content is added to the survival mode. Otherwise, this series will be over far too soon. I'm just happy they're doing...
That's what I'm curious about.
Right?
Yeah.
Also, I'm just happy they're doing Scrap Mechanic vids again. Maybe they'll throw in an extra creative mode challenge like the old days if they've got time, and I think that'd be a good idea.
Real quick, guys. Doralis had an idea.
Yeah, should we?
Go ahead,
let's do this,
Doralis.
okay?
Let's take this.
I'm sorry to bring this back because I was going to bring it up earlier, but I just didn't. Sorry, Simon.
Hold on a second, Dora. We'll get to that in a minute. We need to take care of business. And now a word from our sponsor, Keeps. Did you know that 2 out of 3 will experience some male pattern baldness by the time they're 35? I sure did. The best way to prevent hair loss is to do something about it while you still have hair left. Now, thanks to Keeps, you can visit a doctor online and get hair loss medication delivered right to your home. Keeps offers generic versions of the only 2 FDA-approved hair loss products out there. They deliver your medication every 3 months so you can say goodbye to pharmacy lines and awkward doctor's visits. Keeps treatments can take up to 4 to 6 months or more to see results, so it's important to act fast. The sooner you start using Keeps, the more hair you may keep. Keeps treatments start at just $10 a month, plus for a limited time, you get the first month free. So if you want to take action to prevent hair loss, go to keeps.com/Neebs to receive your first month of treatment for free. That's keeps.com/Neebs. Thank you, Keeps. Now, what were you saying, Dora?
I'm bringing it back to 7 days just for a moment, and we'll address what you just brought up
Okay.
shortly, okay? Neebs,
Uh-huh.
intervention time, my friend.
Okay.
Oh.
7 days to die.
Yeah, those who can't see this, we have somebody who has popped in Discord to help out with this.
Yeah, Neebs, we have an expert. So you're still using the stone axe, bud. Like, what are you doing?
Which part of me having a stone axe bothers you?
It's not as a Glock. Do you think he should upgrade? Right? No? Am I wrong?
Yeah, what day are you guys on again?
Hey, Glock.
Hey, Glock. I didn't know we were doing this.
Yep. Wild Glock 9 appears.
Yes, I love it. What day are we on, guys?
You guys are like on 42, right? 43?
45, 46. Yeah. We're
So
in the
that
40s.
said,
We're approaching
Glock,
day
what would you-
49.
What would
Yeah,
you think?
it's time to ditch the stone axe for sure.
But what I need
Oh,
is
no.
a reason. What part of what I do
That's why Glock's
am
here.
I going to benefit from by having a hammer or a nail gun?
Neebs, if I was taking a horse and carriage, like back and forth to work, you'd be like,
You're avoiding the
We-
question.
no,
Well, no,
I'm
Glock's
trying to
answer
answer
the
it's a
question.
comparison.
Like-
Like,
Just think-
Out of
go
the
ahead.
things that I do with my stone axe,
Right.
what things is it going to improve that I'm doing with my stone axe right now?
building?
Glock.
See, I don't
this
build
is why
with
Glock's
it.
here.
Hold
Everybody
on.
else
Let
quit
Glock
answering.
answer. I want
Jesus,
Glock.
what is
I want to
wrong
hear
with you? You have
Glock
an
answer.
All right.
Being rude.
Well, upgrading and repairing it is definitely quicker with a hammer or a nail gun. Let me just play devil's advocate real quick,
Thank
though,
you.
because I've taken shit before for carrying a stone axe too far into a series. And I did it because, you can break stuff with it, you can repair stuff with it, and you can upgrade. So it's like 3 tools in one, kind of. But once you get your hands on a hammer or a nail gun and a fire axe, it's best to carry those 2 things. What sucks is now you have to carry 2 things, though, instead of 1.
And that's why I carry it. And let me give you my
But
defense
the
here.
efficiency, though.
Let me give you my
Yeah,
defense.
efficiency.
okay,
It's not.
let's let Neebs.
All right, go ahead.
Let's go.
Let me have the floor.
Go ahead, Neebs.
When it's my turn to build a base again, I'm going to have a hammer or a nail gun. I'm not going to build a base with it. When I'm out just running around, I need to chop a door down. I don't want an axe that I got to repair using forged iron or something. I'd rather just use the thing that I can just hit repair and it's done.
That's just crazy.
Or if I find a source of iron, I switch to my pickaxe, which I keep in my inventory, and I use that to harvest things that are, harder to harvest. Most of the time, I'm just breaking a door down or chopping a tree down with it.
I have to agree with Neebs here.
Oh my
It's
God.
Backfired on
Later, Brock.
Backfire.
wait.
You should know this. You know me well enough to know.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time giving a shit here.
Yeah, well,
Just use what you want to use.
Glock,
I'm
go
just-
ahead.
I'm just
Let
hoping
Glock
that
take,
Glock-
There we go.
Just say he's wrong, and then you can get the fuck out of here.
No. hold
We'll
on,
give you
hold on.
$100.
I'm just
to say
kidding,
he's
by the
wrong.
way.
No. Go ahead, Glock.
Just kidding.
It is
Glock.
nice to be able to repair a stone axe with just one piece of stone and not having to use a repair kit or anything like that. So if you're carrying a stone axe and a pickaxe when you're out and about, that does kind of make sense. But when you don't want to be harvesting, if you need to cut down trees, you don't want to use a stone axe.
No.
And if you're building a base, you definitely don't want to be using a stone axe to upgrade blocks and shit. But he has a point. If you're just out and about looting, instead of carrying a fire axe, a pickaxe, and a hammer,
Yeah.
you can carry just the stone axe and a pickaxe.
How about this then? How about this so we can move on from this app store
Okay.
and not take up any of your time, Glock? Our side, being mine and whatever, the side where Neebs is wrong, we are 75% correct, and Neebs is 25. Can we agree on that? Is that cool?
No.
Yeah,
don't
I would
think so.
also say that. I would also say once you're far enough along in the game where you've completely opened up your backpack and you
Yeah,
have
all
all
of
this
the spots.
inventory space, right? You have all the spots. Then fucking carry an axe, a pickaxe,
agree
and
with
a
that.
hammer.
And if you have enough repair tools.
Yeah, I don't really have a lot of pocket mods, so I do have limited storage.
We should start getting some of those going real quick because you can put them on almost every piece of your clothing.
Yeah, I've got almost everything opened up.
How are you guys liking Alpha 19? I saw Absaro and Simon play it. Have you all got a chance to kind of fuck around?
We only jumped in for an hour and a half. We
Yep.
I haven't really played enough of it to really soak it in yet.
Yeah, I'm only on day 4 right now, so haven't fought a horde yet or anything like that.
Okay.
What's your new favorite thing in it?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would say the weapons, but I haven't, other than I did a welcome to Alpha 19 video where I tested all the stuff out. The Desert Eagle is a monster. But in the standard playthrough I'm doing, like I said, I'm only on day 4, so it's tough. It's tough, man. I'm trying to build a bicycle and I can't find a wrench. They made the early game is literally the fucking Stone Age.
Oh,
All you
shit.
find is
cool.
stone tools, stone weapons, and I found 5 blunderbusses already.
Damn, I'm down for that.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
cool.
that.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
It makes for an interesting progression.
Yeah.
There's actually a
Yeah.
progression system now. So
Any candy yet?
Well, I guess that's something we gotta discuss on our end because we talked about bringing at least our Jeeps and bikes with us over
Did we?
to Alpha 19 if we can.
I
Oh, I don't want to.
I
can't
do.
that.
Here's the thing, though. Every time we start a 7 days in our first series and in our second series, it's such a long struggle to get to any of the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had a situation where one of our maps got corrupted, and we just kind of respawned the things that we had from the corruption point.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, because now if we just start over from scratch, it's going to be wood clubs and starving to death for the next 2 months
Right.
before we get to do anything fun, really.
Yeah, and also being able to make a location kind of feel like Hotel Carrabba's got
Yeah.
fixed up pretty quickly because we were able to, or we just carried everything over.
Yeah.
And not really carried everything over. We just created a new map and kind of spawned what we had.
Mm-hmm.
So we're thinking about doing that with 19, starting it up, kind of spawning what we've had.
We have to, yeah.
But yeah,
We have
it's
to
a
discuss
group
it.
decision.
But
Yeah.
if we don't, it's going to be,
'Cause
I'm
I just-
starving. I'm
just
starving.
heard
You're going to have
about
10
this.
Yeah.
episodes of
Yeah.
starving.
Who has food?
Yeah.
I say that about Ark, and you guys are like, no, you gotta start over. But I mean, it's
It's
the
way
same,
harder in 7 days, I think.
Good point.
very comparable.
it's even harder now in 7 days with the changes they made to the loot system.
We'll figure it out.
And we just started Crystal Isles. Food's not a problem at all. You just kill an animal, put it on the fire.
Yeah,
you're
food's not an issue in Ark. And
No,
but
it's
we
not.
also carry. I mean, we didn't carry animals over, but we carried our characters are level 100
Yeah.
on Crystal Isle.
Yeah.
So we're technically not starting from scratch.
No,
there.
we're not.
Yeah.
Actually,
And so
very
that's
true.
kind of the same. That's kind of the same thing we thought about doing on 7 Days. Is yeah, we get in with our characters and we get our level back to where we were. We have our bike, our Jeep. We have the stuff that we have. And we just keep going from there.
What sucks is like it seems like Glock's saying is like they have a different intention for how you experience it. Like for
The early
It's like-
game, yeah. It's like a,
so it's like a shame to. I don't know. I see both sides. I
Like
get it.
struggling through it. If they've changed it, we should struggle through it. Is what you're saying?
Kinda, yeah. That's the fun parts. When we're OP, it's like, you know,
Yeah.
I don't know. It just feels like it was. And go back to Navigaine. Back to Navigaine.
Yeah.
Would you
yeah,
recommend that,
It just
Glock?
sucks to lose some of the stuff we've made already.
I agree, but it
Glock?
does kind of seem like what?
I was asking
just
Glock
asked-
if he'd recommend going back to Navigaine when we jump into 19.
I plan on doing that. I have a series that I started actually called House on the Hill, where I live on that house up on the hill behind the farm.
The big boy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I fucked the whole series up. I deleted my save, screwed it all up. So I want to restart that, though. It gives me a reason to play on Navigaine, because Navigane's changed a lot.
That's exactly why I think we should go back to that.
Okay,
And
okay.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I think
would
we
like
should-
to see Navigaine again.
Yeah.
What I like about Navigaine is it's built with intention. I mean, the random world's fine,
Exactly.
but it's so bizarre. It's like you'll have a KFC right across from a military base.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Things
I'd
that
like
make
to
no
go back.
sense. It's like, what the hell's happening here?
Because we've been away from it for long enough to where it is going to be
Yeah.
a lot. There's a lot of change has happened, so it'll feel fresh in a lot of ways.
Real quick, Glock, you've been playing Scrap Mechanic, right?
I just started playing it, yeah.
What do
What do you think?
I love it. I'm fucking obsessed right now.
Welcome to that shit.
Yeah, I am loving it. I want to start a survival series on it, but that game Grounded comes out at the end of this month, and I want to start a survival
Yes.
series on that game also.
Yes.
So I don't know if I can carry 7 days Scrap Mechanic. Like, I don't know if I can carry 3 survival series at the same time. I can do 2. So I'm thinking maybe
Yeah, that's
7
a lot.
days in Grounded, and then when Grounded's over, maybe bring in Scrap Mechanic, or jump in with you guys and fuck your game up.
Man, I want to play Grounded
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah, I want to play Grounded. Glock,
First
here's
world
what you
problem
do.
much?
Glock, here's
Too
what you
many
do.
games. I don't-
Listen,
Yeah.
you stream one of the games that you don't
Yeah.
have time to
I
cut.
really need to set myself up
You,
to
man, you're missing out.
start
It's
streaming.
low-hanging fruit.
I know.
People
I'm going to do
really
it. That's
like
a
you.
goal of mine. People really like it.
Is that it?
chanting your name.
That's what we do for
Yeah.
Yeah.
champions.
Yeah,
I'm going to
it's
need all of you
delayed.
guys to be like my cheer squad on my first stream.
We just did
though.
it.
Oh my God, yeah. We'll tell everyone, just as long as it's not at Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, thank you for getting into that debate. I don't want to take up any more of your time. You know, that was thanks for coming in as an expert.
I don't know if I helped at all, but I kind of agree with both of you guys with
Okay.
both sides.
That's a
But
very
that's
political
good.
answer.
50-50.
You have my vote.
No, I think you wussed out, and then you became political, and you're not welcome here anymore.
Yeah, your platform was a little obvious, and
Yeah.
just pushing that on.
play
This
both
isn't-
sides.
This isn't my first intervention. I've got an argument for everything.
It's so true.
He's the real politician.
Just use the stone axe up until like day 35, and then throw that shit away.
Oh,
And that's
okay.
Keeping it.
Let's
He's
just
keeping it.
Just do whatever you want.
Once I get all my pockets unlocked, I'll toss it.
Yeah, we'll have a ceremony.
yeah, bury it.
We'll bury it. Yeah.
There you go.
Fuck.
All right, guys.
Well, hey, thanks, Glock. Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Glock.
No, thank you guys.
See you, Glock.
All right, I'll talk
soon.
to you soon.
Later.
Later.
All right, we had a call in.
Had to happen.
Who recorded his audio?
He did.
but I'm assuming he did.
Oh, he
because
did.
Yep.
I'm
Good.
assuming. He
I was
does
on
it.
it.
That's a true pro.
Good
That's
deal.
Yeah.
just a real professional right there.
Well,
Yes,
you,
boy.
It's
you'd
just
hope.
forethought, you know.
Well, we threatened him.
Yeah, you would-
If he didn't,
you would
that
hope.
He was gonna
Yeah.
have a dead
You'd
animal.
hope whoever set that up would say, "Hey, are you recording that?" Good.
Hey, it wouldn't be the first time we've lost audio.
No.
That would be great to hear without him, though, at all.
Yeah, it
you know?
would. It would be great.
We could interview any celebrity that way.
Yeah.
We really could.
And we could pitch their voices. You can do whatever you want to with their voice.
Tom Cruise here. We just didn't get his audio. Yeah.
So you're just laughing. You're like, "What?"
Dude, that'd
Oh,
be great.
That would be great.
Maybe for 5 minutes, maybe not even.
Well,
Maybe a
it'd be
minute.
maybe
You
good
could
for a
say.
minute if you were really high. It'd be really
Yep.
good for a minute.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so I read a comment before Glock came in, and it was about I finished reading, and then all of a sudden it came in.
Yeah, my apologies.
Because what I was saying at the very end was Mad Michael was saying maybe
Was it
what?
I was
Go
gonna
ahead.
try to guess what it was about. Was
Go.
it about there not being enough content in the game?
About scrap?
Yeah, because we didn't.
Oh yeah. But at the end, I got to that point. Yeah, that was the beginning of it.
Yeah,
And
'Cause
then
that
what
was-
was the last thing? Because we discussed, I think, otherwise the series will be over too soon. And then you said, "Oh yeah, I was thinking that too."
yeah. Like I'm worried. There's a lot of things to build. Like I see there being
There's
a
a
good
lot.
bit of content, but I would hate to get to the end and be like, where do we go from here? I hope that doesn't happen.
It seems
I
like
don't-
we're really
right now,
far
I'm
away.
So into it.
It
Yeah.
feels like we're very far away.
It does.
I wouldn't worry about that even close to now.
But I mean, could it end up being something like a raft or something like that, where we hit that point and then we can just bounce away from it?
You know
for a
what?
while?
I tell you what, because I got something coming up here shortly that I think we're gonna. Well, when this comes out, we'll have. I'll talk to you guys after, but I've got someone we could ask. So we'll figure that out soon.
Okay,
to
and
really
then
speed it up.
yeah, and then at the end of that,
So we get to the end of it and
Yeah, no,
In a
exactly.
month.
No, I'll know shortly. Okay.
and at
now is this because Abstro asked you to learn the game a little bit?
What because of what?
Remember we record a scene and you're like trying to figure out how to put a button on something and it ended up being like taking 30 minutes to put this button on. And Abstro's like, can you just please learn the basics of this?
Did it take
So
that
we can
long?
just-
Did it take that long?
Well, I'm exaggerating, but the point is,
The pace of the episodes are feeling pretty good right now, I think. I don't know
Yeah, they
if
have
if
been.
I'm wrong about that, and that's kind of the point, isn't it? So as far as their
episode
advancement-
2 and 3, half episode 2 and episode 3 had really good pacing.
Okay,
Um,
well there you go.
but you don't want to go into something like you built something new and then,
Are we really like? Are we
no,
talking?
we're
to
not
me
talking
Well, I had a
about
question.
this. Mad,
Okay, well
listen,
we can deal with that on our own.
Door's like, I don't want to
probably.
talk about this. I don't want the spotlight on me.
I thought Abstro had a good point though when you were
Let's
recording.
talk
like,
about
hey,
your
just-
stinky
Yeah.
feet right now, okay?
I'm still trying to finish Mad Michael's fucking
deflecting.
comment. I'm still trying.
Yeah, please finish that thing. Good
Thank
Lord.
you. Because I wanted to get back to. He said maybe we can throw in an extra creative mode challenge like the good old days if they've got time. And I thought that would be.
You read that already.
I did read it, but guess what? Shithead.
Yeah, we're coming back to.
I got to, as soon as I was done reading it, he said, hold on a second, let's get back to it. So I'd like to discuss this.
I'll be right back.
Right?
I'm grabbing a beer, but I can still hear you.
There you go. So I thought it'd be fun to actually go back. And I mean, for you guys who like to play it, I think it'd be a good idea. And I think a lot of people would really enjoy you guys building something.
Yeah, if all the new stuff is in there, like
Mm-hmm.
haven't done creative mode since the update, but if you're able to vacuum fruits and waters and maybe create challenges we didn't have access to before,
Yeah.
it might be a good idea.
I'm sure it would be. So
It'd be fun.
it would be fun. Mystique or Mystuke, I don't even know how to say this name. LE says, my heart couldn't handle that emotional fight that Simon and Absro went through. Oh no, they were going to be farming guys and look at them now. And then Stuart Wanna says that sad piano in the background during the fight. Absro,
Yeah, that was a good music choice.
Absro finally snapped. And then it's Steve-S23 says piano music was a great touch.
I couldn't avoid that there.
That was nice. That was fun.
It was a funny argument.
Yeah, it was. It was great. Yeah, and I tell you what, like above the game, the way you look, Simon, is just the dumbest thing that I never get sick of seeing. It
Yeah, I
works
know.
like it's
It's like a
it's
sad
on,
Oompa Loompa.
it's on par with the effectiveness of your arc character for sure.
Yeah,
the
that's pretty
look, you know?
awesome. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I mean, I stumbled across it. I really did try to find something, but pretty quickly I saw that and I said, "Oh my God, that's just gorgeous."
It's so good. I
It's
mean, I
so
see it more
ugly.
than any of us. You guys know that,
Yeah.
obviously.
I have the same feeling. Like when I was watching an episode and Simon was eating stuff, I have the same feeling I would have at like a petting zoo where you're like, so for $1 I can get a bucket of apples and feed the animal.
Watch him eat. Like, I think we all do really have a good look. in that. And yeah,
I do
I
too.
am looking more and more. I look personally more and more like that character every day.
I think that's great.
Like in
I can't.
real
I want to hang out with you in that real life state.
We've talked about it, you know.
Yeah.
You got a big old bushy beard.
Yeah, we'll go up and build things.
Have you been trimming the beard, or have you let it just go?
I finally trimmed it. It got a little beyond annoying.
But is it still long though?
Because
You
it's
just trimmed
hot,
it?
man. It's
Oh,
like
yeah, it's true.
That's the big problem. But I'm letting the hair go.
You should do a Spartan beard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Those little pointy beards.
Sure.
You
Sure.
would you would look like a czar.
Yeah. get him some eyeliner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like an
exactly.
evil,
Yeah,
like a
line it up.
handsome evil czar. That's a good look to go for.
Okay. Moving on.
All right. Well, I'm actually done with comments. At least I
Okay.
think I am.
I have a couple things I want to go over.
Do.
First one's a gaming thing. Have you guys seen the Avengers game that's going to be coming out?
Yeah, I saw the gameplay demo of
Is
that.
that with the girl with the big hands? That's so weird looking.
I couldn't
stretchy-
get past
stretchy
that,
girl?
no.
She's got big giant
Big-
hands. It's so
big.
what a weird
They used my
choice.
wife for the character model.
What is this now? This is I don't know what
it
it is.
looks
so.
great.
I think you watched the
honestly.
trailer with us, but it was a while ago. We watched
Yeah,
that
there's-
trailer in the office a long time
Yeah,
ago.
it's Marvel's the Avengers free roam gameplay demo is out with Iron Man, Hulk, Captain America, and Thor.
and big.
Yeah, it looks great. It does have a 4-player co-op mode. I don't know if something we would do, but maybe we could stream
God.
it. That'd be fun. Looks cool.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
could be fun to stream. The game to me, it looked okay. Like it didn't there's nothing in there that like really blew my socks off, but it was like that looks like a well-made Avengers game. What's weird to me about it is like it almost feels like bargain basement Avengers because it's not Robert Downey Jr. and it's not Scarlett
Yeah.
Johansson. It's like it looks like them, but it's a different universe kind of thing, and it feels like that universe is so close to the movie universe. It's weird to me.
Yeah.
Like they tried to mimic the movie. Like they tried to imitate the look of the movie so much that it comes across as being this very odd, cheap looking.
Yeah, they got
Avengers.
their Avengers characters from Aldi, like the knockoff.
yeah. Well, it's like you see like the Batman Arkham games, like the Batman in that game looks a little bit more cartoony, like it's a little bit more stylized. And I don't know if maybe if they'd have gone with a little bit more stylization, it would have been an easier pill to swallow. But I always just look at it like, yep, that looks like B-list
Well,
Avengers.
then they would have to pay Robert Downey Jr., Scarlett Johansson.
No,
yeah.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. If they had stylized it, they would, they wouldn't have had to done that.
Yeah, they could have done their
so
own.
far different.
Yeah.
Speaking of B version Avengers, Abstro, a few weeks ago, you and I were watching Corridor Digital's where they kind of break down effects in different movies
Yeah.
and stuff, and they were talking about this Russian version of Avengers,
yeah.
and I've not seen that yet, but I want to see it.
I
It looks
forgot about
insane.
that.
Yeah.
I'd
Based
love
on
to see
Corridor's
that.
reaction to it, it looked great.
Yeah, I have to look up the name again. But
Shit.
yeah, one guy turned into a bear,
A bear with a minigun.
minigun on his back.
Wow.
Sure, fuck it.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love it.
One guy could teleport, and he had these big curved swords.
Yeah, some goofy looking powers.
I mean,
Yeah,
also
I wanna
like
see that.
Guardians of the Galaxy, kind of like as far as big budget, kind of the superhero thing. It threw all the rules out the window when you had the raccoon, and just the
Yeah, the
like,
raccoon showed
like
up.
yeah, you can literally think of anything.
Anything.
So it kind of made it more.
I love when Marvel started taking risk, like
Yeah.
on that level. I mean, they played it safe at first. They were like,
Yeah.
Captain America, Iron
Kept it
Man,
grounded
Thor,
and
kind of
real,
things people
yeah.
know.
Sure.
Then it's like, yep, there's a raccoon in a tree running around. We're in space. We're saving the galaxy.
So it's
sure,
like game
whatever.
on.
Fuck it.
Yeah. Now we got a bear with a gun.
Well, these days, I would think that that's more sought after because you go like, especially. I mean, it seems like I see a lot of cartoons that the weirder they are, and I know it's different, but like
I mean,
the weird-
SpongeBob and yeah, that's
just strange. Like I would
Yeah.
think there's a ton of really great underground comic books right now that are just would
Bizarre
make such great
as-
movies.
Sure.
We could pitch some of our enemies that we had, like Spoiler and
Yeah.
Cursor.
Yeah.
There's a universe for all them.
I saw a Cursor on national news the other day. They were like Skyping with some health official in some
Cursor.
place
Just
from
laughing.
home, and He had a cursor on his nose, like right in the middle of his nose, the entire interview.
And you just
had
do
it
a
up there
real,
on screen.
a
That's
real
wonderful.
quick push in, and you see the face on it. Just
I couldn't focus on anything he was saying.
So
Just
course.
the cursor.
so
evil
Yeah.
cursor.
just this morning, I watched a fan film. It was a Gambit film from X-Men, and it what's his name? I think you boomed him on something. Eric Roberts was in it.
Oh yeah, no, he's a
Like,
he was great. We got along
The
great.
acting
yeah.
in it wasn't like it's a bunch of nobodies in it, but some of the
Yeah,
effects
yeah.
were really good. It's a 20-minute fan film. Writing's bad, but yeah, some of the visual effects were great.
Simon, I'm gonna Eric Roberts, that dude, I love him. We got along great. He's a great smartass, and he lives across the street from Christopher Walken. He had great stories and shit like cookouts and stuff like that. But Simon, I'm gonna send you this picture to put up right here of Eric Roberts and I, and you can see how well we got along. He was
Yeah.
fond of me. We'll put it that way.
Oh, did he give you a hand job in a Jeep? Do I remember that right? There was a story about somebody
Give me the old
giving
Eric
you a
Roberts.
hand job in a
No,
Jeep.
not at all. No,
Eric
but that dude's
Handjob
cool
Roberts.
shit. yeah. Yeah, he's a good dude.
Those are pretty specific details.
He's what's that about what?
The hand job in the Jeep.
Jeep.
Oh yeah, no.
He didn't
I
forget
know.
the
Trust me,
Jeep.
I'm not lying. He got a hand job from an actor that was a kind of a B actor in a Jeep. So
Who's that? Who did?
you did
Oh
definitely.
no, I did not. I didn't.
Maybe he's getting the actor
That was
wrong.
you,
Yeah.
Simon.
I'm
That was
getting
you.
the
You were the
wrong.
actor.
Oh, was I?
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
When we lived-
the person, the
Oh, yeah.
subject of the story.
yeah.
The
Great.
actor was Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right.
But no, yeah, fuckers. Yeah, he's funny. He's a proper smart ass, quick wit guy. So
That's
that
it.
was
Like
fun.
he was a mob guy in the Batman Dark Knight,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
who you're talking about now.
Like he's been in the business for fucking ever. It's Julia Roberts' brother.
Yeah, he was acting before she
Oh, really?
was.
Okay.
Yep.
Hmm.
Anyway, so maybe that, you know what? Any other hand jobs you get? Otherwise, maybe we should stop.
That could be an entirely different podcast on its
Okay.
own,
The
probably.
Hand Job
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
All right.
I got a
Well,
request.
that's next week.
Go ahead.
Please.
What you got, Neebs?
Everybody, you ever find something you like to eat and then you buy it and you're like, I hope they don't discontinue this. So, Ortega, corn, and cauliflower tacos.
I'll bet they're great.
Yeah. So everybody go buy these so they
I
don't
wanna-
stop making them.
Corn and cauliflower tacos.
Taco shells.
I
Ooh.
love cauliflower mixed almost everything. Like,
Are they okay? Are they
really
soft
do.
and
Their
hard?
hair gel.
They're softer than the corn ones, so they're less likely to, like crack right in half on you.
Yeah.
They're still fragile, but they're a better, softer yet crispy texture and a better taste.
All right. Do they have a soft version? Just curious.
Not like a flour tortilla version
Okay.
that I know of. I don't know.
All right. Okay.
Wha-
I just got
one
the
of
corn ones.
one of the freshly meals I still get every week is it's a cauliflower shell bolognese,
Mm-hmm.
and the shells they're awesome. I love the texture of them, and like it's mostly cauliflower. Awesome.
And if you're for a gluten-free pizza that isn't listen, I
Oh, the
understand that
pizza
could sound I
crusts are
understand that could be
great.
bad, but California Pizza Kitchen frozen pizza, they have a cauliflower thin
Yeah.
crust cauliflower crust.
Yeah.
Not bad if you can't eat the gluten. Let me tell you. Just saying.
I like the cauliflower crust. I've had a couple that you
All
can
right.
buy. Yeah.
There you go.
You
Well,
can
then
get, like the ones you can get at like Harris Teeter or whatever. They're pretty fucking good.
I don't understand. We have to end it now. We just talked about cauliflower a lot.
That's how you end.
Yep, that's how we end, guys. Thank you so much to everyone for being here. We love you.
Yes, thank
and
you.
Yes, have a great day.
Yep.
Yep. Cheers, guys. Gonna get those documents. Gonna get those documents. Look at me flying way up in the sky. Everyone jealous at my back and fly. Gonna get those documents. Yeah.
Hey, Neebs, hop in.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I grenaded myself. Yep.
Go get Simon.
Don't shoot grenades when you're standing by a